Well, hello, lovelies. Good day. I got 1 million per year here written, although it's probably backwards for you because I don't edit my shit. I purposely make shitty videos so I don't get people fucking sucked into it. Cause yeah, I can make some money and everything, but that's just feeding into the distraction system too. Anyway, 1 million missing children per year. Cause I got some shit to talk about the child protectors, right? Um, so they go around, they falsely accuse people of being pedophiles. So your Jesus like system has been twisted and perverted into anti Jesus like systems. Let's say the Chris Hansen thing that I talk about, right? You guys make up a situation very similar to when I was, working at a gas station and I sold a pack of cigarettes to someone that was 17, but everyone that day was over 18 except that one thing. So you kind of created that situation on top of changing the point of sales equipment so it didn't remind me of the date, because you were all mindless workers when we're working those like low vibration things. We try to get, it's kind of bright over there. Well, anyway, so you guys do the Chris Hansen thing, right? And you you bait a bunch of erring adults that were abused themselves, and you get them to try to hook up to it, like essentially asking for consent. I don't care if it's legal or not. They're asking for consent, right? And then you guys go bust them and feel good. But did you actually do anything to address the million per year, or was it just what I'm going to write here, or was it just show that made you guys feel good and whatnot? So-called the child fuckers and the child protectors passing around your child porn, right? Some sell it, some you gotta like get it into someone's possession. There's someone totally yes man and they'll not say no to anything. We gotta make up issues. Did you solve that million per year? And I'm going to write no. And that's why the so-called child protectors are complete fucking failures. And then, like I get roofie raped by children into my adulthood, which theoretically could still happen because I was roofie raped like 7 months ago. Because the men in black came into my apartment and I woke up with cum in my ass. I don't know. Was that, come from a 15-year-old or was that come from a fucking 40-year-old? I don't know. I know it used to happen when I was younger. Theoretically could still happen now. So then I'm like, okay, fine, everyone's like, I could fuck a college girl. Okay, I could fuck a college girl. And I have a hard time. I'm like, well, maybe, I would think that your 25-year-olds are fucking teenagers, so I have that facial blindness thing going on. And then you guys are like, oh my God, like Ian Carroll. Like, if I you fucking, 18 and up. I'm like, just keep it legal. And did any of that shaming, like with the fucking, oh my God, that guy, like, he would totally fuck a 20-year-old. If it was all consensual and everything. Did that solve the million missing children per year? I'll wait. Oh, no? No? Wow. People say I have a masturbation problem, but it looks like y'all got a fucking masturbation problem too. And then your child protecting networks launch the molester and pedo at innocent fucking people. At 100% innocent people. The only thing they're guilty of is, because these systems are used and twisted into a psychological warfare that has been going on, has been occurring to me for, since I was a child. And you guys do this stuff and you make up issues. And then you're like, well, I mean, Chris would totally fuck someone 18 and up, so, ha! Did that solve your million missing children per fucking year? No. No wonder you guys fucking, you do all these show things, the bread and circus, the sexual bread and circus, and you don't really solve the problems. And then you're mad at the leaders that are fucking doing that, but then you're just fighting amongst yourselves, often just making up shit about yourselves and neighbors, being used as a weapon of psychological warfare, while, the community and cops are like, actually, these programs are needed and we're doing it to protect children. No, you're not at all. You're using it for a bread and circus so you don't focus on the million missing children per year with a bunch of non-consenting stuff. Tons of non-consenting stuff. Organ harvesting, sacrificing, eating kids alive, and then forcing them into sexual shit. And then you're all like, let's make a show out of someone looking for consent. Let's copy and paste this data that doesn't have really anything to do with the fucking million things. Oh, Chris said that you could fuck someone in college, so, and he's in his 40s. Let's focus on all these things that are not ever addressing the million children per year. What fucking total failures the so-called child protectors are. You are totally controlled by the pedophiles in power. 100% controlled and manipulated into doing essentially nothing while thinking it's progress, attacking yourselves, making up shit about other people, and on and on. And yeah, pretty sure that y'all are fucking failures. Most of you, at least. 99%, but it's very close to 100%. It's close enough to say, 100%, and I would be mostly right. But I guess there are some very, very few that don't get manipulated, and, that's interesting and fun and everything. So, yeah, and then, my story is, I got to talk about these things because, these are the things that they do, and I totally get why Michael Jackson faked his death, because no matter if you're putting out a ton of positivity and ton of good messages and everything, and you're not actually what they say, like you're a pedophile, they're still going to get people to attack you and make shit up, for the rest of your life. Because you're not part of the club, so they don't fucking protect you. And they don't, steer the mob. They have their pedo whisperers amongst the child protectors, which is like the whisperers in The Walking Dead, where they steer the mob of zombies wherever the fuck they want to steer. And that's exactly what you fucking so-called child protectors are. 100%. 100%. Or like 99 to 100%. All right, but yeah. And then you guys do all these things. Don't ever address the million missing children. You guys make up a lot of things to feel good about. And yeah, we got another one on the list and everything. After we molested them with our children into their adulthood and invented a situation. Much like, Chris selling cigarettes to a 17-year-old instead of an 18-year-old out in Illinois. You guys made up that whole situation, changed the point of sales equipment a week beforehand or so, and then you invented that situation. Would I have sold cigarettes to anyone under 18 that day if you didn't invent that problem? No. But you invented that problem so you could feel good about it. And that's how we get to 1 million missing children per year. Because you're fucking losers. You fucking failures. Alright? With all your fucking so-called child protecting shit. That actually, a lot of it is working for the fucking pedophiles while making you think that it's not working for the pedophiles because they're master manipulators. Master fucking manipulators. And I'm like, fine, just like leave it up to the families and why don't you go after the non-consenting shit? And people are like, oh my God. And it's like, what? That sounds like it will fucking actually start addressing your fucking million missing children per year, instead of your stupid ass bread and circus. Anyway, I've spoken. Peace the fuck out.